Hope everybody enjoyed their little midweek break from us. Or something. I mean, what?
Excuse me. God, I'm going to have a coughing fit now.
You went and got sick, did you?
No, I did not. But
good.
It's dry here, Brad. I wake up and I'm always like that.
Well,
I'll get used to it someday, I think.
The good news is all the mosquitoes are dead because it finally...
They're not dead here, Brad.
Definitely frosted.
It's kind of weird. But anyway.
So, anyways, I'll see
them.
Yeah,
did you have a freeze alert where you were?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like it froze. Like the mosquitoes are in hell. I will see them in hopefully like 40 to 50 years.
I don't think that's how it works, but it's... yeah, I keep getting alerts on my phone, like back in Pennsylvania. At least 3 days, I think, there was a freeze alert. You know,
it was 62 degrees in the house, and so we actually turned the furnace on for the first time because...
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, I mean, as far as crops and stuff goes, we're done. You know.
Yeah, no. Like the grass will now slow.
I wouldn't call it early, but it's in the range. You know, obviously, but
mid-October. Hopefully, my new grass that sprouted is all deeply rooted. We'll find out in the spring what survives.
Well, I just hope the rabbits have enough food to survive the winter. You know.
Oh no, the rabbits have been, I think, taken care of, not violently.
Mm-hmm.
Not what
okay. How so then?
So I literally had like this black plastic fencing around where I planted the grass to keep the jerks out to let it actually have a chance to grow.
Yes.
So I took this stuff. It's like, think of like that bright orange plastic fence they use around like construction sites. It's that, but black, and it was only like 2 feet tall. Yeah. So my deck is not very high off the ground. The highest spot is probably 20 inches or whatever. So what I did was I took that fencing and I blocked off. So they can no longer get under the deck.
Below part,
yeah, and then I covered it up with mulch so you can't see it. And the rabbit population in my backyard has dwindled since I've done this. So they're either trapped
like
under
the villain in Watership Down. Like what's going on?
Look, I tried to deport them with a cage or a trap that was going to humanely catch them, and I would take them to a local stream where I would drown. I mean, let them go.
Jeez. Okay. Wow.
But they didn't. They never took the bait. They outsmarted. They ate some of the carrots around it, but they did not go in the trap.
That's amazing. Animals, a lot of them are smarter than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
And then we have animals like my dog, which was dumber than you would give him credit for. But whatever.
My dog is not very smart either. I mean, we almost had to get him out of the trap multiple times. But
my favorite picture of my dog was like we got her a dog bed and she used to sleep on the floor next to the dog bed. Eventually she finally figured it out, but I think the cat showed her the way. But I took a picture of her next to the bed and I was like, almost. She's like laying on the hard floor. Oh boy. Oh well.
I think the best thing that happened while we were gone is that if you want to buy a Surface prototype, you can go buy one on Goofish, apparently. But a new Surface laptop with Lunar Lake chips, probably coming next year. Appear to be on the horizon.
It's Surface, so why not? Surface laptop has a short history of doing 2 platforms. I mean, there's no reason for there not to be this, but I need more data on this. I blurted this out, I think yesterday on Windows Weekly, but I only have one of each. But in my experience so far with Lunar Lake versus whatever the Zen 5 mobile version was called, AI 300, whatever the stupid name is, the AMD one gets way better battery life, like way better. The AMD one is so good, it is almost that answer to ARM where it's like it just works. It opens up, it comes on. We'll see. I got to go back and look at all my numbers, but I think it's averaging like 9 hours of battery life. It's good, but I got to go look. It's a little early, but I think I'm only seeing like 4.5 hours.
Whoa.
Maybe. I know, which is not notable. Like not.
They promised me
maybe
all day battery
I'm missing
life,
something.
Right?
What's that?
They've been promising all day battery life for about a decade.
Well, maybe all day. I don't know what's the shortest route around the sun.
Maybe.
I mean, it depends on the planet. I don't know.
Hold on. Let's see if Bing can answer this because I still haven't updated it. Shortest
day
on
of any planet in the solar system. Yeah, I don't know.
Jupiter.
Jupiter. So, okay. So the thing, in other words, it's spinning so quickly. Is it because of the size, I guess?
Yeah,
because it
because
would be,
it's
right?
the
I
gas
don't
giant.
understand
So
physics, so I wouldn't know.
according to this, though, it's still not all day Jupiter life because Jupiter has about 10 hours to rotate.
Yeah. Well, you got to sleep at least 8 of those, so actually that is all day.
I don't think it works like that, but sure.
I don't know. Look, I could be right. I shouldn't even be saying this out loud because the truth is it's only one computer and it's early. This is the last of the 3 I have to review on this trip. So I don't know. Maybe that's not fair, but it seems fine otherwise. I mean, most people have complained about the performance, right? Which is kind of strange because Intel went for that mobility thing. And I don't have any issues with that at all. I think it's fine, especially for this kind of thin laptop, but I don't know. All I know is I have all these things I have to write and review, and all I want to do is use this Surface laptop I have, which I really like a lot.
Yeah.
I really like it. I don't know.
That's good to hear. I've been using the Surface Arm laptop actually when I go to the office, which I was at the past couple of days. It's fine.
Is it a 13 or a 15 or which?
It's a maxed out 13.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the big screen. I'm getting like really used to big screens.
Yeah, the one annoying thing is the uneven bezels, which.
Well, yeah, and I you just reminded me of this. I don't want to look at it, but like the corners are curved and the corner of the screen is curved.
Right.
So
it's not the same.
When you maximize things, it actually cuts off tiny parts of the window, but those two curves are different.
Yes, I know.
Curves? I don't know how you say that. I guess they're different, not angles, but I guess curves, whatever. And it's like looking at it now, it's like, oh man, guys, seriously, how could you screw that up? Like it's so obvious. But yeah.
Yep. And the bezels are bigger on the top than the sides. It's like
webcam, whatever, you got to put that stuff in there. It's better than it was. I mean, the previous gen Surface laptops look kind of ancient now because the bezels were so much bigger, but yeah, they're not particularly small bezels. They're not at all small, actually. I mean, I review laptops, as you know, and I think every single laptop I'm looking at right here on the table has much smaller bezels. So, not even this desktop display has much smaller bezels.
Well, the smallest thing of all is actually the new iPad Mini 7, which is well, I don't. They didn't even go M chip, so it's Apple 17 Pro or something like that.
This is supposedly a binned version of the chip that was in the iPhone 15 Pros, meaning it has one fewer GPU core. So it's a year old and failed some tests. They had a bunch of them sitting around, and that's fine. Except that I feel like this thing will be replaced in 2 years. If not 18 months or something, it will be a short-lived thing. But it was due for an overhaul. I probably would have gotten one if it was available, 6 months ago. But also, that color Kindle came out.
Yes, it did.
Which I ordered immediately. And that's another thing I've been waiting for forever. And if they could just I mostly just read on iPads, and I wish there was like a way to read other things, on this thing. Like I wish,
it wasn't I could get just limited.
Yeah, but still.
How much is the Fire? Is it Fire Color? What do they call it?
Yeah, I can't remember it's color. It has color in the name. It's
Kindle
they have like paper white. It's like color. God damn it!
Should have called it construction paper.
Yeah, I think it looks nice actually. Color Soft, Kindle Color Soft. But a lot of people say, well, it's like, why do you need this? Like books are black and white text, and it's like, well, not exactly. I mean, obviously most are, but you can see the color in the library view of the book covers, which is beautiful. Obviously comic books, graphic novels, but I mean, each of the books I've written has color all over them. I have screenshots and or photos and windows everywhere. Guidebooks, whatever. There's all kinds of books that have color. I mean, that's just a nice thing to have. I can't wait to see this thing. I'm very curious. But I've had many.
And probably the least shocking news: there are new Black Ops 6 controllers. If anybody's thinking, remember when they did that deal with Jeep? Like you could literally buy a Modern Warfare Jeep.
Yes, I do remember that.
I wonder how those are holding up in value.
I think the problem with any Jeep is that the people who buy those things don't really baby them very much.
Yeah.
But maybe they do. I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, why would you buy a Jeep? Would you just beat the hell out of the thing? That's the point.
Well, I don't know why you buy a modern warfare Jeep. I guess maybe no, actually, I don't know.
You might it might be more about the color scheme or whatever, but I don't know.
Have you ever wanted to pay tens of thousands of dollars to be a billboard for a game?
That's right. Right, just drive around it. Right. They should get the game for free when you buy the Jeep. You probably do.
It should have been in the console. Right?
Yeah. What do you? When's Call of Duty coming out? When is this
next
game?
week?
It's not. Jeez, I don't know what to do about this. I just don't think I'm going to play it.
I am.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean,
they're all coming out on cloud gaming, and I don't. Oh well, all. I mean, Warzone 6, Black Ops 6, and then whatever Modern Warfare 3. But I have yet to play a first-person shooter on cloud gaming that worked to any acceptable degree whatsoever.
Yeah, this one would be maybe the campaign would be
single player.
Right.
Yeah, maybe single player, but no. But even then, I tried one of the Doom games, Doom whatever 2016 probably or Eternal. I don't remember, but I've tried it repeatedly. But I haven't done it recently, obviously. But I did try it repeatedly, and it worked pretty well on Google Stadia. RIP. But I don't understand why they can't. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work.
Well, you can find out next Friday.
Yeah, I guess so.